Hi, today I will show you guys how to do the fire cave. For the fire cave, this is an eternity war, so you can use this to try it out by yourself, but I'll use this just so it's easier to go by and speed up the waves inside. But first, let's gear up. So as I said, this will be just be a fast speed run sort of type, but let's see what we have in here. You can use void too if you guys want, if you don't have the gears, but you can use pretty much anything, black dehydes to red dehydes and whatnot. So let's gear up. It's gonna be so pretty much what you want to do is bring blowpipe, as it's the fastest DPS for the whole wave. If you have pair, you can bring deep bow, dart bow, and spec the rangers. Might instant kill it, but sometimes might not, but it's worth the inventory spot. And if you're main, you can probably bring the SGS to heal and restore some prayers if you do not want to use too many prayer pots and whatnot. But we'll just bring the T-bow just to speed up the highways for the majors. But first, you want to make sure that you fix your F keys to your likings. And the potions, what I normally use, you can bring brews just in case, so I'll just say like 4. And then you can bring there's a bashing potions, which is range plus super defense, or you can just bring the normal range potions too. I'll just take these. 3 should be more than enough. You can bring 3 to 4 staminas, or 2 if you're mean. For the lower range, you will be taking a little bit longer to kill the majors, so you can probably bring less. And then the rest, you can bring super restores. Or you can switch out 2 and for the anglers. Just like so. But normally when I do it on the actual worlds on my account, I will bring chins, like probably like 5 chins. That's all you need, and then some purple sweets. If you're a pair, you would like bring the blowpipe plus a crossbow for the longer range, and you will see why that is. So let's hop over to the fire cave. Go to mini games and just turn off fire pit. So also you will need to have this open up 5 caves. I will link the link in the description for you guys. Start 5 cave. So first you want to run to the middle so you can see what the spawns are. So as you can see, it'll be in the southwest corner, so I'll type southwest to keep track of the spawns. And then center, northwest. So the next wave will spawn anywhere from the center or either the northwest. So we'll just wait and look for that. So you see that the monster on level 3 spawns in the northwest corner. So most people do not know that this wave 3 is the same spot that Jet will spawn. It's also the same for wave 62, the orange major. They both shows where Jet is. So you can choose where you want Jet to spawn based on wave 3. So since we have the spawns for all first 3 waves, sometimes you might have to go to 4th wave, as there are 2 rotations that has the same first 3 waves spawns. So southwest, you want to go find the southwest. And sorry for my accent if it doesn't make sense, but yeah. So southwest, and then center, so right down here. Yeah. Or I passed it, my bad. Southwest, center, northwest, northwest. Okay, so this will be our rotation 10. That's the 5K that we'll be doing. So you should see that the next 45 should spawn in the southwest corner. So you can probably run there prior to it spawns. Oh, wrong side. But you see the 22 spawns southeast. So that's where it is. And then the 45 southwest. The next wave, the 45 will be southeast. So the algorithm that they have is the next wave, the highest monster will spawn where the second highest level monster is. The southeast and then the one south there. But I'll show you guys some safe spot. So if they have like these on 22s, 45s, and the 180, you can say spawn this spot is there below this half line down. I'll show you guys in a bit. So you can pretty much save a lot of restores and food and whatnot. So you can see this 22 is coming towards me. I just go behind this spot and it'll be stuck right on here. It's the same method that people use for the one prayer fire keep. Nerf 6, south and northwest. So one should spawn down here and one spawn up there. Then 7, round 7, wave 7. You guys will see this spawns northwest. So we want to start heading there prior to the wave start. And I'll show you guys how to like prey flick this one too. So you see its attack. As soon as it goes down, you can turn your prey off. Just turn it back on after the hits. After the damage splat shows up, you can just turn it off and turn it back on. Just like so, and you'll save a lot of prayers. And then 8 center southeast, so you know they'll spawn south center, so just start running there right away. You can use your other prayers too, but if you appear, then you probably want to flick it or something. Southeast. Wave 10, southwest south. So since you're closer to the south spawns and they're just on 45, you can stay here and attack the 45 first. There's a range prey on. (11) south northwest. So I'll give you guys an example here. So these are all the 6 spots that you can do for the whole game, the whole fight cave, or not all, but most of the ones that I came to know of. I self-taught my whole fight cave and found this method by myself, but not this chart. I found the method based on this chart that was found by another person. I forgot his name, but you can say spot like this on any melee monsters. That's 45 or 180. And then here, same thing. Go over here. You can say spot them this too. Then the spot I showed you guys earlier. Another spot. So the 45s, 180s, you can use these 6 spots to not take damage from them. Another one here. And another one here. But there's another one down here that I'm not really sure, but you can do it too. Well, this one you can do it, but so if you stay on this tile, this specific tile, they cannot attack you. Even the 22s, they were stuck here if they run from the north side. But if you choose to attack them, you will run 1 square to the right, and which means they will be able to attack you. But if it's the 45, 180s, 90s, and the majors, you can run back here and make them stuck like this. It will be very useful when you know to do this. So I'll show you guys an example when we get to the highways. So 12 northwest enter, we can just attack this one for now and wait for the rangers to come down. But you always want to make sure that you take out the 22s. These bats, even if they attack you and they miss, they will still drink your prayers. So they're the top priority. So you see 14 west, south, and southeast. I'll show you guys how to say spot those spawns. I also have a chart that I made, so you can see be using the safe spot. So let me just pull up that chart real quick. Where'd I put it? Okay, let me open up the file quick. I had to grab off Facebook. So, but this is the chart that I made. That's for Lyrium Jet and all the spawns. Let me open this with paint. Like so. Alright, so I'll explain to you guys about the spawns and safe spots and whatnot. So anything from the south and the southeast, if you run to where the number 2 or 4 is, they will be safe spotted under this rock here. Let me change the color. So if the south and the southeast spawns, if you run up to where number 2 or 4 is, you will be able to safe spot them as they will go towards this direction. They'll be stuck on the other side of the rock and you'll be safe. And you can slowly walk towards this and pray whatever is on the first, and then you can kill the second one after the first one is dead. The middle one, you cannot save spot this or block it anyways, so you want to make sure that you're on this corner of this, depending on what the monster is. You guys will see later on. I'll explain it too. The north spawns. You can either hide anywhere from this tile to over here, and it will be stuck on this line. Cannot attack you, won't beat you, you'll be safe. Or you can stay southwest, and this one will get stuck on this line here. The southwest corner, there's really no safe spot or block besides the north, so you can stay in anywhere on this square, ugly square I drew, and you block this southwest on this line. So yeah, and these are the safe spots you can stay on for anywhere, any monster, based on the waves and where they spawns. So let's get back to the cave itself, and I'll show you guys this too. I'll explain to you guys how to use it. Okay, so next will be wave 14. As I said earlier, since they're both south and southeast spawns, I can go to 2 or 4, but it's better to go to 2 so you save for energies and whatnot. And they should spawn right behind here. You all see them. There's the first one, so in the southeast spawn, and the south spawn should be right beside it. Yep. Then just pray range. Flick if you want to. And you see the next spawn will be southeast, so you don't need to go anywhere. You can just stand on this same spot, wait for it to come down here, and you can kill it. But as you're killing it, get ready for the next wave. So go to 16, southwest, center, so you know where they spawns and get ready for them. So I'll show you guys like so you can like say spot them here. In 17 center, you can use this say spot to kind of like block the centers 1, 2 if you need to. You see the north spawns, they're stuck behind the wall, so you can sort of like use it as a free time to do whatever you need to do. So watch, I'll let this one attack me. You can watch my prayer. It goes down by 1 every time it hits. If it's more than 1, it will drain your prayer by that amount of damage. So you want to make sure that you kill it first to conserve some prayer. The 19 southwest southeast. So one of the methods that I like to do when there's like spawns in southwest, whether it be a major, ranger, or a melee, you would just go stand on this side and it will pull the monsters towards the outside. You can pray whatever you want based on the monsters. Just run across, go behind here, and you'll pretty much say spot them. And then 20. So yeah, you want to make sure that you know where the next spawn is, so you can just get to the spot right away. You can use the chart, or you can do some mental, perhaps. But once you get the gist of it, you just do it on your head and make the wave go by faster. So 21 south. I'll show you guys the same spot I talked about south earlier. So this is where south spawn will be. So you just pray, go down here, and as you can see, this will get stuck. In 22, this is where people start struggling with the two bigger monsters like the range mage, or when you get to wave 53, that's where you get the mage, range, and melee all together. So 22 south. So I'll show you guys an example here. So 22. So we know that the 180 spawns northwest, and the 90 spawns center. So we know that we cannot say spot or block this middle, but we know we can say spot the north with this line or down here. But based on the next wave, 23, 180 will be in the center, 90 southeast, so we want to make sure that we're closer to the right side, so we'll use the 3 safe spot. So we want to go up, and then pray your range. Just go all the way north here, you'll be safe. You can use blow pad to heal if you need to. You see that the 180 is stuck here, so you can pretty much just go here as it will get stuck. The melee is 4 squares big, so you can probably step like 2, or actually it's like 3 squares. If you go move to the 4th square, the 4th one, you move to the 4th square here, he will be able to move and attack you. Just like so. So let's get ready for the next wave. 23 southeast. We want to prioritize on the ranger or majors, but you can use this as safe spot. Pray range. And 24 southeast. So as you see, the 180 center, that's where it was on this wave. So next one, the 90 southeast. You just gotta make sure you know where they spawn and where to stand to minimize your damage. As a pair, this is very important. So just like so. '25 southwest, south northwest. So we want to prioritize south, so we go south. Another thing you can do is you can run across and it's kind of like block, monster block, like this. Or you can run down south, just like so. And next wave 26, you see that we have 180 south. So this is 180 will spawn. The 95 northwest. The 90 spawns where the next lowest monster spawns here. 45 northwest. So but if you have pair, you can have your prey on at all time. So make sure when you go to spec your BP, make sure you put an accurate and the range pot or whatnot prayer to maximize your health, your healing. It's like so. Go here, safe spot these. I'll show you guys another example. So make sure that you don't stand right on the tower next to him. So this line, this tile, you want to make sure that you're behind it. And as a pair, this is where you want to like sort. If there's like a ranger or a major stuck behind here, you want to make sure that you want all the way up here. If there's like a 45 or 180 in the front, they will not be able to attack you from this distance. So pray according to what it is. If it's a ranger, pray range. Use your crossbow or T-bow or whatever long range weapon you have. Kinda like shoot them first. After they die, you can turn off your prayer and attack them to save some prayers. $27. We got northwest 180 and center 90. So you can pretty much ignore the other smaller threats. Focus on the bigger ones. Since rangers have low defense and quick to kill, you can just kinda like kill them before the melee even gets to you. So like so, you can use this safe spot. I'll show you guys this safe spot with the 182. So just run north, stand at this tile. Oh no, this was smaller ones. Max it out. Okay, this should work. So yeah, the 180s, the 45s, as long as they're closer to the side, you can trap them here. Like so, without taking damage. And 28. You can use this time to sort of like plan your next wave. So let's say that you don't know where to stand. So you can use this chart. Okay, so we know, well this I have some notes on how to do jets with the numbers. Learning for all 16 rotations. So we know that 28, the 180 spun the center, so that's here, 180, then 90 south, 45 southeast, and then 45 southwest here. So we know that these two will get stuck here if we stand on 2 or 4. But these two, 45 and 180, they cannot attack us when we have prayer on, melee protect on. So we want to go to 2 and just wait for them to come. So you can go down here, just gonna stand around without using prayers or hacks. So what I like to do is I'll just lure them away, put prayer on, run down here, and then change your prayer to the monsters down here. This way you have this monster for later on if you need to do something, just in case you need to like use the restroom, take a break, get something to eat or drink. Just like so. Then these two should be stuck on both sides, so you can choose whichever one you want to kill first. It doesn't matter. Then 29, we'll have south, southeast, southwest. So this just takes practice, and once you get it, you can do it easily. So we have 209, so 180 in the south spawn, 90 on the southeast, and another 90 on the southwest. So you can do whatever you want here. Just like 2 to 3 different places you can go. So I'll just use the south spawn or southwest according to the next wave. 180 wave, another one here and here. So we can use the two. It's better to use the two for now. So we know that these two south and southeast spawn will get stuck here if we stand on 2 or 4. And then we'll just wait for this ranger to come up here. Or if we stand on 4, that's where the ranger will be, or close to it. If we stand on 2, the ranger will stop it halfway here. So we'll just go to 2 and wait for the rangers. So you see the 180 and the 90 get stuck behind here. Yep. And then put your range prey on. So let's say that your blowpipe does not reach this. You can move 3 tiles or 2, doesn't matter, or how many ever you need to move to get close to the ranger and just attack it from there. Turn your prey off since the melee can't reach you. Then 30 will be southeast, southwest. So it can sort of stay in the same spot. Prey range. Sorry about that. Attack it like so, and then wait for the other melee to come from this side. You can sort of run it towards the southwest. As you can see, 31, the 360 major spawns in the southwest corner, so you can just sort of get there before the wave starts and whatnot. You also want to make sure that you have your range prey, a mage prey on. I can't up to the high 40, I think 46 max hit. Don't stand in the melee distance, it will melee you too, and it hurts, especially for pairs. But you can, like, you can prey flick. As soon as you see it goes down like this, that's when you can turn your prey off. And when the damage or the fireball hits you, turn your prey back on just like this. Down, prey on, down, prey on, down, prey on. So you can save a lot of prayer points during this. Yeah, that's why I bring the T-bow, just to show you guys. It'll probably kill faster. 32, we have the center and the northwest. But northwest is 22. Let's try the T-bow. We have a northwest and a southwest and southeast, but since they're just the small bats, we'll just ignore them for now and focus on the big ones. 34 southwest southeast. So in case like this instance, if you get a 45 or 180 melee cover from all the directions, such as the middle, south, southeast, you want to like stand next to the edge or corner side here. Say spot them. I'm going to wait 43. I'll show you guys something else too. Or maybe, yeah, 45 will be a good one to show you guys. So 35 southeast spawn with the south spawn. If you're not a pair, you can just sort of like tank the 45s, just kill it or hit and run into this spot. You can stay spot on this, bro. Nope. I think Twisted Ball is weak and then blow pipe. 36 south and northwest. So just spawn down here. You can trap the 45. So 36 with the south, then 37 we have northwest. So that's the algorithm. So let's say 35. The 360 spawns in southeast. That's where the second highest level 45 from wave 34 is. So that's where the next wave highest monster spawns. And then at 38. So this is where people kind of start to struggle a little bit. So I'll show you guys how to sort of overcome that. So we see that with that 38, the 360 spawns in the middle and the southeast for the 90. So they both range attack monsters. They can attack you from pretty far. So this is where people start taking damage, especially pairs that have no defense. The ranger will do work on you, hit up to 415. So you see, we know that the south and southeast stuck here, but in the middle we can't do anything about it. So if let's say if you run to north, southwest, you stand there, the major will move block right here. Now these two will go behind the major, but if you walk towards the major to sort of attack it, both the rangers, or maybe just one, will be able to attack you plus the major. So in this case, you want to stand on where 2 or 4 is to not take the damage. As this one will go up, get stuck. This major will come right here. Well, this only works for majors for most of the time. The major will move closer to you, and you can attack it with the blowpipe from here. But if it's a ranger in the middle, the ranger will move up here. So you can't stand on 2, you have to go to 4. And the tile. If it's the ranger, you want to go up. We don't want to go lower than this line, or the north spawns will come and attack you. If you move past this line to the right or left, the south, east, south spawns will move off the safe spot, and they will be able to attack you. So we just go to 2. So this is 2 here. Want to always make sure that you have your mage prey on. It does the most accurate damage on you. Just like so. The mage are 3 squares, melee 4 squares, and the rangers 2 squares. Or 2 tiles. And 39 south, southwest, southeast, southeast, southwest, south. So we know that if the 360 spawns here and we stand here, it won't be able to attack us, but the southwest 90, it will move towards us. So we will just go kinda like stay over here without prior overheads. Another thing you can do is you could run straight down to southwest before the wave spawns, kill it before the mage even gets too close to attack you, and they can pray mage after that. I'll show you guys an example here using the tiles or how big the monster is. So the mage is 3 tiles. So 1, 2, 3. So make sure that you don't go to a third. You can stand on the second tiles here. And the major won't be able to hit you as long as you don't go sort of like into the distance. Pray what behind this yellow line is. Put a mage prey on and then go on into like just fight it. And then 40 you have 360 in the southwest. Let me show you guys this real quick. So we have 360 down here. 90 south. We have 22 in the north, but those are irrelevant. So I'm going to focus on these 2. Since the southwest is kind of far, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go straight down and kill the south real quick. And then change my prayer. Just my ranger prayer. Just like so, and then move on to the mage. We have 41 south and northwest. So with me, if it was me, I know that since south cannot attack me if I go to northeast corner where 2 is, and then northwest 90, I know that it can attack me if I go to northeast corner or southwest corner. But since the 41 mage spawns south, I'll go to the southwest corner just to safe spot or block the ranger. Or you could just go straight up there, pray range, and kill it first. And then you can just switch onto the mage. But for this, to minimize the damage or risk, we'll just use the safe spot down here. Pray on. So you can see that the 45 is there on the 180, the melee champs, or not champs but monsters, you can have your prayer off. But just before you go, you want to make sure you turn it back on. Okay, by 42, 360 northwest, 90 south, center. Okay, so if we stand down here, the major won't be able to attack us, but the ranger can. But if it's just one of them, we can negate the whole damage if we just turn on the prayer. But if you're a main or like a, sort of like a tank, you can just pray mage on and just fight the range from right here. If you want to speed up the run, the cave. In 43, we have a center, south, southeast, like I said earlier. So since there's two south and southeast here, they both can get stuck if we go to 2, and then the major alone will be in the center. So we just go to 2, pray mage, will be safe from these two here, the south and southeast. So you could lure the monsters down there. Just wait a little bit so you have more time to kind of run to the spot. Twist the bow so weak. Let's just kill it. Stand this. I like this spot. Wait till you see the ranger get stuck before you go out. So the same thing, so both the main damagers monsters 316 and 90 southeast, they're both stuck south and southeast, they'll be stuck in here. The 45 will spawn right here and then down southwest. So we can just stand at this same spot we were earlier to prevent any damage we take. So another example of the spot you can use. It's like so. So we will have both 45s coming towards us, but they're both melee, so you can sort of kill them first or pray melee to not take any damage. But if you use like a crossbow or blowpipe with high enough range, sometimes you can just one shot these. So pray mage. Since the mage is first, it will go into right here. It will block the ranger from coming to the attack zone. So it will block the ranger, it won't be able to move to us. Then 45 we have, I'll show you guys. It's a different, a little bit slightly different. So we have 360 on the southeast here. Then both 90s in the southwest and the center or middle. We know that both the 90s, the middle, and the southwest use the same attack style range, but the 360 southeast is using mage, and we can negate the mage, or we can block the mage if he stand on 2 or 4, or inside this zone from the end of this island or Italy rock anywhere on this side. We can prevent damage from the mage, so we'll just stand around here somewhere. But in this case or scenario, since there's a southwest, we want to go all the way up to 4 and then just pray range, wait for them to come. See, when you leave too early, the southwest will not get enough time to come close to you, so you can just go back, kind of like run it back to pull it up a little bit. And if here you can go either down here. Make sure that you don't run for it. In case you do accidentally run for it, just switch your prey. So yeah, just prioritize the majors over the rangers. And southwest, we have 360 southwest and 180 center. So from wave 46 to 52, it should be pretty easy. Well, like the easiest higher waves. So like I said before, go around here or somewhere around here. Pull up the southwest spawns a little bit so you can reach it with your blowpipe. Or if you have a crossbow, then you can probably just not pull it. And then 47, we have 360 in the center here. Then 180 in the northwest corner. So no, if you stand here or going down here, the 180 will get stuck on this side of the wall. But we can pull the major from the center onto where this melee is, or melee, however you guys pronounce it. Just kill it. So just go southwest, pray mage. So she's the 180 is stuck. You can't come, but you can if you want to go and sort of make the wave go faster. You can just walk off the wall until the other monster comes down. So you do not have to wait later to pull the monster down or run up there. And then we see 48, we have 360 in the northwest and 180 in the southwest. So they just both kind of like switch spot a little bit. So it'll be still the same method. So 360 will get stuck up here. Then 180 will spawn right here. So we just get down here, pray melee. If you're not full HP, you just blow pipe back, just like so, and pray mage. We have 49. So 360 southwest, 180 and the 45 on the southeast south side. So you can block them with this. Think people no, this is not the dragon, is it? So just have your pray mage on. Wait till it pulls up. Go. And then you should be able to be safe on the 45 and the 180 when they both come and get stuck. Just like this. So let's say that the 45 and the 180 are in the opposite spot. So 45 is back here. What you can do is use a crossbow or longer range weapon, crystal bow or something. Kill it. Kill the 45. Then kill the two level 22s. So you don't take damage later on. Or possibly take damage if you're up here. You kill this. So 50 we have southeast, south, and northwest. So you see both can be safe spot on 2. Since we have the both spawns down here, we can go up to 2 and safe spot them for both. So just run out there. I'm just gonna wait. You'll see them both get stuck behind here. Yep, just like so. And if you need time to do something, you'll see this 45. You can trap it behind this side. And since the melee is in front of the mage, you don't need to pray. Whether it's a mage or range, they can't see you. And pray mage or range depending on whatever monster is behind it. Then we go to 51. We have south on the 360s. So we can stand on this side again. Since so we will be safe from the 360. We stand on this side. But on the 180, it will spawn northwest. If we stand on this ground or this below this yellow line, yellow dots. If we were below it, the 180 will be able to come and attack us. But if we're above this yellow squares tile I marked and to the right of this tile markings, if I were in this square area, I'll be safe from both 180 and the 360s. If I stay in this area, I'll be safe on the 360, but not from the 180. But if I move up just past this tile, the 360 will get stuck behind the rock, and the 360 and 180 will both be safe spot. But since the northwest is just a melee monster, you can lower it down here. Then you can safe spot it right here. Just block it. Turn your prayer on. Change prayer. And it'll get stuck just like that. So you can save your prayer points later when you're attacking it. Since you don't have to use overheads. But these brews and anglerfish are just in case you panic or something. And get ready for the next wave, 52. So we have 360 in the south, in the northwest corner. So we want to avoid that damage by staying above this tiles or staying in the southwest corner. But since the next wave we have 180 in the southeast. Yeah, this is a good example. I'll show you guys how they all have different spawns and two of them can attack you. So 52 will just avoid the mage damage by staying on the upper right side. Or you could do this. You can pray mage. You can trap this monster behind this zone. If you get too close like this monster can melee you and hit up to 40s. So like I said before, if you appear, kill the backline first. Yeah, if you appear, don't use long range, you will gain defense. Then kill these two smaller ones. And then kill whatever's in front of you. In the 53, as you see, we have the 360 in the center. We have 90 on the southwest. And then 180 in the southeast. So we know that on the southeast we're 180. And we can say spider by standing on 2. But then the major on the center. So the major in the center will be able to attack you. Plus the range will be able to, they both be able to come and attack you. So since we know that the but in this case we'll want to safe spot, block the range and let the melee come and attack you. But we can avoid the damage from the melee by blocking using the mage. So in this case we would want to stay on the north side. And I'll show you guys how to do it. So pray mage. Oh, I'm in the wrong, but let me show you guys how to lure it. So you can block. Let's go up and up more. If you get something like this, you can just go behind her. Then you can block these twos too. But if you appear, it's not recommended that you run around. You'll take a lot of damage. And get ready for the next wave, 54. Southeast, southwest, south. Alright. So we know that both southeast and southwest can be safe spotted using this rock to the east. But the southwest 180 melee can attack us if we stand here. But that's okay, since we can just protect melee and we'll take no damage. So another instance that can happen is if player stands right here before the monster spawns or whatnot, and just wait for the monster to spawn. what can happen is the 360 from the east will get here first. Then the southwest monster can get stuck behind the major, and they'll stack each other up. So if you go out here and try to attack, they both will be attacking you. So you want to prioritize the mage. So like this, what happened? Prioritize the mage. Oh shit, what the hell? My bad there. So pray mage, ignore the range. But you want to make sure that you kill the range first. So use your long range weapon. Not too slow. So yeah, so to avoid that happen, you want to make sure that you're all the way on the east side. And kill so, or if you need time to process what's going on the next wave, just don't kill the monsters. Just gonna wait. Then southwest, we have south and the northwest. So I know that I can avoid two of the three main threats, the northwest and the south, by staying on this upper right corner. So we have the southwest 360 down here, 180 south, and the 90 northwest. So as long as I don't go past this line to the left, I'll be safe from this south. And if I don't go below this line, I'll be safe on the north. So that leaves the mage by itself. So if we're to stand anywhere between these two lines, these change color. Okay. If was to stay away from this. Okay. If we stay anywhere on this upper square here, we'll be safe from both 180 and 90s, but we can tank the mage with the protect from magic. So that's what we will do to not take any damage from the monsters. So pray mage. But it's recommended that you stay all the way up here to pull the monster as high up as you can. And since we know that the 180 is south and it's 4 tiles big, we can go 3 tiles and shoot. Or you could just run like this, tank the ranger, go straight, play range, and then since these will get blocked, so you'll be safe. Then you can safe spot this on the sides. You get ready for next wave 56. South, center, and northwest. So it'll be the same concept. But this time we will play range since the 90 is in the center, the one that is not safe spotted or blocked. So same. So play range, go up here. Since the rangers have a shorter attack range than the majors, it will be pulled up more. And we know that 180 is southwest, it's a melee, we can pull it down while we kill the range. Just like this, wait for the melee to come. And you can pray melee and kill it first, or safe spot and kill the major first. I like to kill the major first, just in case I need to do something, I'll have time to do it. Then we'll wait. Since it takes a little bit time to kill the major, we can prep for the next wave. So we have 136 in the northwest, 180 in the south, 190 in the south, 180 in the center. So same thing again, but this time we will have the melee coming towards us. So we will just pray melee and stay on the same area or wait till we see the monster to pray melee. But this time it's a little bit different because both monsters there are blocked or ranged monsters. So we have to like be careful not to aggro the others or release them from their spot that they're behind. Also make sure that you keep your prey up too. Before this one you will just want to pray melee and kill the mage. But if you do bring mage book and like mage gears, you can bind or entangle or barrage or something to keep you safe and save your prayers too. So like so. Then we have 360 in the northwest, 90 in the south, and 45 in the southeast. Since we know that it's faster to kill the rangers first, we want to release the rangers from its spot. Prey range. Stand as far up as you can to pull it up. And you can stand on this tile, the same tile as the last rock is, without getting attacked by the mage. And the same thing here, you can say spot this 45 for later if you need time. Just doing by doing so. In the 58 we have 360 in the south, in the center 180 and then 90 in the south and southeast side. So we know we can say spot those two since they're down here. We can say spot them by staying up here. And then that leaves the middle or the 360 by itself. If the middle monster is a melee or ranger, you want to stand all the way up. But if it's a mage, you can stand on this tile. It will pull the mage close enough for you to blow pipe from this area. And if the monster that's on the front, the west, most west, it's a melee and a range or mage behind it, you do not need to worry about being attacked here. Release the melee and then show you guys this spot. So if this is something you can do or just leave it there. I just want to show you guys this safe spot again in case you guys don't remember. But I don't think this works for the 90, so I'll show you guys. So since it's a range monster, I don't think it will work. Yep. And then for 59 we have the same south, southeast, southwest. So we can block those two. We only have to worry about one of the three. So we'll just wait around for the rangers to get up here. Ajay. So in case you come out here, pray mage. Then you choose to kill the 45s or then 180 first. Doesn't matter which order you go. And then 6-2 at the southeast. So 180, no, 260 will be here. And then 90 will be in the center and the northwest with 90, 180. So I'll show you guys how to do that one. Yeah, the next way will be a big trouble for pairs that do not kind of know this method to prevent the damages. Okay, so we have 360 southeast, 180 southwest, 90 center, and the northwest 90. So let's say that if we're using the top right corner here, we can negate 2 of the 4 monsters. So the one that you want to negate the most, or try to, is negate the majors, or the ranger if there's no major. So we can say spot the southeast by standing above it. Right, sorry about that, but let me show you guys again. Okay, so we have 360 in the southeast, 180 in the southwest, 90 in the center, and then 90 in the northwest. We can be safe, we know we will be safe from the 360 by staying on this side, anywhere to the right. But the northwest, the 90 ranger, we can be safe and we'll stay above this line. If we're above the blue lines, so we know that we will be safe from both southeast and the northwest if we're in the shaded blue spot. This leaves the middle and the southwest open, and in the middle we have a 90 range. In southwest we have a 180 melee, so that's not a big deal. So that's what we will do as long as we block 2 out of 4 monsters. So since the range is in the middle, I'm gonna play range. Wait for it to attack you, and then run south. And then we can pull the range from the northwest too, since we would have one here. And then the 180 melee should be stuck behind it. In this case, we can attack the 180 first. just like so. Pull it up. Here you can use a crossbow or something with a longer range. Just make sure that you don't step too far. So, the mage is 3 tiles, so don't step until like the 3rd tiles. If I move to a 3rd tile, the mage should probably be released. Which I think is the 4th one that you don't step onto. Then we have our next wave 61. So you see it's just a mage and the 2 melee, so they're pretty easy and simple. Southwest spawn, we will use a southwest spawn. So go around here like before, wait for the mage to come up, and then move. And then you'll be safe on both melees. Turn off prayers, saves prayer points. This is very important if you have a lower range of below like, if you don't have a blowpipe, if you're like 74 range or down, you want to conserve your prayer points as much as you can. Since with the carols and the crossbow, they're pretty slow but good damage, it will drain a lot of prayer points before you kill a major. And then we know in 62 we have both majors, so we do not need to worry about that. We just have to pray mage and we will be safe from it. So I'll show you guys again. So so the gold one should be spawned northwest. So remember I wrote down the first wave, second wave, and the third wave. On the third wave we have the northwest corner. So it's the same spot where Jad would be, in the same spot as this round 62 golden major would be. So if you don't like the spawn of the or Jad on the first third wave, you can cop out the cave and redo until you get the one that you want. But the learning method I will be showing you guys in a little bit here will work for all of the spawns. And I'll show you guys too. Alright, so I'll show you guys right now. Alright, so let's say I have a north or southwest spawn. I will go to 1. Start with 1. I'll show it's on here too. So you want to run and wait for the first attack. Make sure that you pray a range, since you cannot see Jet's attack and cannot hear the noise. But if you're a middle spawn, you will use the same method. So all these 3, north, west, middle, and the southwest, you use the same start point of 1. And that's where we will be. But if you have the south and the southeast spawn, you can skip 1 and you can start at 2. And when they wait for Jet to be over here blocked. Now I'll show you guys the next step when Jet comes up. So just to watch, I'll show you guys. Jad has a max health of 96. So if you can brew or angler up above 96 to 97 or higher, you'll be safe from one of Jad's attack if you do feel a prey switch. Also, it's very important that you have sound on so you can hear Jad's attacks. So I'll be doing the one here. So I want to make sure that I run down here as soon as it dies, prey range. Then wait till you hear the noise. So Jet's coming from the north. So I have a little bit of time. So I'm gonna start one here. And as soon as I see Jet's attack or a mage noise, I'll change prey and run north right here. See? He attacks run north, you cannot hear the noise. And then go behind 2-2. So you hear the mage noise, change prayer. And then once the damage hits, change back to range. And he should be stuck here. So from 2, so we got out of 1. Now we're at 2. And he should be stuck right behind here. So what you want to do is go to 3. Do the same method you used at 1. So per range, go up there, or you can wait until he hits 1 and then go back. Go up. So when you get a 3, you wait for him to attack you once. And then you go straight up to 4 after you see the hits. Or you hear the charging noise for the mage. Then go up there to pull Jet up to this point right here. That's where you will safe spot yourself from the healers and everything else. So like so, watch. Per mage. Let it hit you. And it's change mage again. Go up north. Switch. Then wait for the next attack and then go south. And then now you're pretty much safe from it. And this is where your chance comes in very important. This is why I recommend that you bring chance. But since this is a beta war, there's no chance, so I cannot bring them. So make sure that you keep your prey up at all time. Do not let it go lower than 20 hours. In case you do forget. Range pop. Mage. So you see the healers, they're coming out. So if you have chance, you will just wait. Wait until all the healers are healing him. Let me show you guys. Alright, so since now it's healing him, what you want to do is you can use the chain and just attack Jet. It will hit all the healers. Or you have to use like a long range weapon to like aggro these one by one. See, that's why you don't let your prayer drop. So now they're all off healing, and then you can just kill Jet now. And make sure that you do not let them heal Jet all the way up to 4 HP. If they do and you kill the little healers, they will respawn when Jet hits 50 HP again, or half HP. And that's how you do it. That's how you save yourself from the healers. Now this is pretty slow, but just to show you guys how to do it efficiently and save yourself some health and everything. Let's try for pet. Oh no, pet. But yeah, that's how you guys do it. Thanks for watching, and if you guys have a question, feel free to comment down below, and I'll try to answer you guys as soon as I can. But that's how you guys do it without using too much resource. As you guys see, I did not use any brews or angler. I used about 2 doses of stamina because I was standing around too long talking and explaining things. Used 2 range potions, but that's only because I have like almost max gears. But T-bow is not really my thing. Might be good if you have like a lower range level and no defense if you up here, but that's for the rich people, and I'm poor, so I'm using 20 Waro. And I only use 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 brews or restores. I know it's FKing the most of the times. If you do flick praise, you will probably end up using like 8 the most. Or if you're like the professionals, 1 tick prayer flicking, you probably don't even use 1. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks. Peace. Deuces.